Okay, now Julie was asking how to create a snowy window. I don't know, Julie, if you had a chance to go and check that Winter Wonderland masterclass. So basically what we started to do is you make a selection. I'm just going to make, oops, not a triangle. That won't do. I'll make a rectangle. I'll use a pattern, and in the patterns I have some that are wood. Let's say that kind of wood. I'm going to take angle at 90. I'm going to do it quickly because as you can see, there is a script also that can do that. So I'm going to duplicate this, put it at the bottom. I'm just going to merge those two. That's just going to be the fast way. Free rotate, 90, and merge down. Okay, I'm not doing metered corners. You know you could do that too. But what I'll do now is add in between panes. So making another selection, I'll go at, that's 800. I should have calculated that, but I'm going to make a thin selection here. I'll add a new raster layer. And I will flood fill that, and I'll put it vertical just to have the grain, which just make more sense. Here I will duplicate this. I think that would look good. Right click, merge those two, and I'll duplicate and free rotate and merge down. Okay, so let's say that I have this window here, which has interesting paints. Actually, I don't dislike that at all. I'm going to add another layer underneath, and I will flood fill that with black, and that's just so I can see better if I want to add frost or snow. And I'll add another layer for the frost itself. And at this point, you will just find a grungy brush. And yeah, Julie, why I wanted to merge is just that I wanted to go faster and just duplicate. Uh, you can do it with all the layers separate. That's fine too. Just that was the fast way. So if I go into my brushes, oh, I don't have that many. Let's say that I have something that looks, that's crinkled, it says. Let's make it white and I'll see what it looks like. Oh, I have to make sure that my F11 is not set to pressure. When I have a graphic tablet, it always reverts to that. And I have my position jitter. Let's go back to, typically I would go reset, but in this case, reset always puts the pressure. I don't like that. So this is kind of a distressed brush. So what you can do here is brush around the corners here. As you can see, it's really too even. So for that, I'll go back to my F11, the brush variance, and I make the rotation to at least 100. If you are using an old version of PaintShop, you can change the size. I find that since version 16, If you change the size a little bit, it makes it a huge change, so it's not useful. So you can do just the rotation here, and as you can see, now it's a little bit more uneven, which is what I want. And I can go like that on every pane. I'll tweak that later. And that's doing good. And then you might want to use the eraser tool after that to get some of the frost that might have gone overboard a bit here or maybe here. And then after that, you will just play with the opacity. You can make it lighter. And you can try the dissolve. Sometimes it's kind of interesting because dissolve, you can see the difference between, let's see, screen and dissolve. Dissolve will seem to be pixelating things based on the opacity. So it could be something you'd like, or you can just keep it to normal and just reduce the opacity in itself. And now instead of that black background, you can just put a scenery in the back. And of course, my window now does not have any bevel or anything. You would want to have that. But this is how, excuse me, you can add that frost into windows as long as it's always in the same direction. So it's just like those shadows. You cannot say, well, I'm going to do on the left this one, and I'm going to do on the right this one, and I'm going to do both. It won't work. It has to be always in the same direction. Hey there. I hope you found this information helpful. If you're curious to dive deeper and explore more about PaintShop Pro, we've got a wealth of resources waiting for you in our membership area. There, you'll find in-depth classes, workshops, Q&A sessions, and much more to help you enhance your PaintShop Pro and digital scrapbooking skills. Feel free to check it out. The link is in the video description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the campus!